Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins Collections, Coin Enthusiasts, Collectors, and Treasure Hunters. Today, we have a very exciting coin to explore that you might just have hiding in your collection or even tucked away in your spare change jar. We're talking about the 2016 Washington quarter dollar with a mint mark that could be worth far more than its face value. I know what you're thinking, it's just a quarter, right? Well, stick with me for a moment because I'm about to reveal how this seemingly ordinary coin could be a hidden gem worth an incredible amount of money. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar, the Washington quarter dollar is one of the most iconic coins in American currency history. First minted in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday, the quarter has been an essential part of U.S. coinage for generations. Over the years, the design has evolved, but the portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, has remained a symbol of the country's history and values. The design on the Washington quarter that most of us are familiar with features Washington's profile on the obverse front, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse back, you'll find an eagle perched atop a rock, with its wings spread wide, symbolizing strength and freedom. This classic design was used for decades, until the introduction of state quarters in 1999, and then later, America the Beautiful quarters beginning in 2010. However, for collectors, each of these coins, including the 2016 Washington quarter, holds its own unique appeal. In 2016, the U.S. Mint continued its America the Beautiful series, which celebrates national parks and other iconic landmarks in the United States. The quarter you're likely to come across, the 2016 Washington quarter, may appear similar to the ones you've seen before, but this year's issue was actually very special. This particular year featured the quarter honoring the National Park of American Samoa, one of the United States' beautiful territories located in the Pacific Ocean. On the reverse side of the 2016 quarter, you'll find a beautifully detailed depiction of the famed American Samoan National Park, which is known for its lush landscapes, wildlife, and pristine beaches. It shows a depiction of a Samoan fruit bat, which is native to the area and a symbol of the national park's diverse natural heritage. This design is part of the ongoing America the Beautiful quarter series, which aims to celebrate the country's diverse and awe-inspiring landscapes. These coins are beloved by collectors not only because of the unique designs but because they represent a part of America's environmental and historical beauty that may not be well known to all. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value. While most 2016 Washington quarters circulate without much attention, some of them are incredibly valuable to the right collector. How is this possible? It all comes down to the condition of the coin, as well as any rare errors or minting variations that might be present. A regular, well-circulated 2016 quarter might not be worth more than a few cents above its face value, but when it comes to rare and high-quality examples, things can get really interesting. First, we have to talk about the importance of the coin's condition. As with all coins, the better the condition, the more valuable it becomes. Coins that are well preserved, especially those that have never been used in circulation, are far more desirable to collectors. A coin that is in mint state, which means it's been carefully stored and remains in nearly perfect condition, can command a premium. This is especially true for the 2016 Washington quarter. Most of these coins were circulated and have been subjected to the daily wear and tear of being in people's pockets, which means that finding one in uncirculated or near mint condition is quite rare. So, if you happen to have a 2016 Washington quarter that's in pristine condition, you may already be sitting on something that could be worth more than $1 or $2. But what really makes a coin worth even more is the possibility of rare minting errors or unique features that are the result of something going wrong in the manufacturing process. Some of the most valuable coins in the world have become valuable because of errors that happened at the mint. In the case of the 2016 Washington quarter, you could be dealing with a coin that has a unique and rare mint error, such as a double die, a die crack, or a misaligned strike. The double die error, for example, occurs when the coin is struck multiple times, causing the design to appear doubled. This error can happen when the coin dies aren't properly aligned during the minting process. These kinds of errors are incredibly rare, and if you happen to find a 2016 quarter with a double die or another minting mistake, it could be worth thousands of dollars, if not more. Die cracks or misaligned strikes can also add considerable value to a coin, making it a sought-after piece for collectors who specialize in error coins. In addition to the physical characteristics of the coin, collectors also pay attention to the mint mark. The U.S. Mint produces coins in several different locations across the country, and each facility places a distinct mint mark on its coins to indicate where they were produced. The 2016 Washington quarters were minted at the Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco mints. Coins from certain mints may carry a higher premium depending on their rarity or historical significance. A rare mint mark or a coin from a particular mint can add additional value to a 2016 quarter. But here's where things get really exciting. If you happen to have a 2016 Washington quarter with an error or in flawless uncirculated condition, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Imagine holding a coin that is just a few years old, yet could potentially fetch an eye-popping amount in the right market. So, what's the price for a rare, well-preserved 2016 Washington quarter, or one with an error? Get ready for this. If you've found one of these rare coins, it could be worth as much as $90,000. That's right, $90,000 for a single 2016 quarter. It's hard to believe that a coin that's just a few years old could hold such incredible value, but the world of coin collecting is full of surprises like this. Coins like these, with their unique errors, limited minting, or pristine condition, are what make numismatics such an exciting hobby. Whether you're an experienced collector or a casual hobbyist, you should always be on the lookout for these hidden treasures that could be sitting in your collection or even in your pocket right now. So, if you've got a 2016 Washington quarter, take a closer look. You might just have a rare piece of American history worth more than you ever thought possible. Today, we have something incredibly exciting to talk about, something that might just be sitting in your coin jar or collection right now, waiting to be discovered. We're diving deep into the world of the 2021 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that might appear ordinary at first glance, but could actually be worth an astonishing amount of money. You might think a quarter is just a quarter, but if you're not paying attention, you could be missing out on a major treasure. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this 2021 Washington quarter could be worth far more than just 25 cents. The Washington quarter has a long and fascinating history, and 2021 was no exception. For those of you who might be new to coin collecting, let's take a quick look at the background. The Washington quarter dollar was first issued in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the decades, the design has undergone some changes, but the portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, has remained the focal point on the obverse side of the coin. The reverse side, featuring the eagle, has also evolved throughout the years. In 1999, the U.S. Mint introduced the State Quarter Series, which featured designs specific to each state, and this was followed by the America the Beautiful series in 2010. The 2021 Washington quarter continues the tradition of celebrating the beauty and history of the United States, but with a particular focus on national parks and important landmarks across the country. The quarter we're discussing today is part of the America the Beautiful series, and it honors the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site, located in Alabama. This site is a monument to the bravery and contribution of the Tuskegee Airmen, a group of African American pilots and aircrews who served during World War II, breaking barriers in the military and inspiring generations to come. On the reverse of the 2021 quarter, you'll find a stunning image that captures the essence of the Tuskegee Airmen's legacy. The design features a pilot's helmet with goggles, honoring the aviators who fought in World War II. Above the helmet, there's a representation of the plane they flew, soaring through the sky. This beautifully detailed design pays tribute to these heroes who played a crucial role in American military history and represents the courage and perseverance that helped shape the nation. The 2021 Washington quarter is truly a coin that tells a story, one of heroism, courage, and sacrifice. This coin is more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of a powerful part of American history. However, As stunning as the design is, the real intrigue lies in the value of this particular quarter. You might be asking yourself, how much can a 2021 quarter really be worth? After all, most quarters are worth just 25 cents, right? Well, here's where it gets exciting. Coins like the 2021 Washington quarter can sometimes be worth much more than their face value, especially if they are in excellent condition or if they have rare features. Most of the coins produced by the U.S. Mint are used in everyday transactions and end up in circulation, causing them to show signs of wear and tear. But here's the catch. If you happen to come across a 2021 Washington quarter that's in pristine condition, perhaps one that was never used in circulation, it could be worth a significant amount more. A quarter in excellent condition is considered to be in mint state, or uncirculated, which means it has no signs of wear and maintains its sharp details. These coins are highly sought after by collectors because they are harder to find, and their value can increase dramatically depending on how well they've been preserved. Imagine finding a coin that's been carefully stored, protected from the elements, and kept in perfect condition for years. These coins are worth far more than their original value. But that's not all. There's another factor that can increase the value of a coin: mint errors. Coins are sometimes struck with mistakes, either in the design or the minting process, and these errors can make the coin a rare and highly valuable collectible. Minting errors can include things like double strikes, misaligned dies, or even coins that were struck off-center. These errors make the coin unique and can dramatically increase its value. A 2021 Washington quarter with a minting error could be worth far more than a regular, uncirculated coin. Another element that could raise the value of the 2021 Washington quarter is the specific mint mark on the coin. The U.S. Mint produces coins at several different facilities, each marked with a letter or symbol to indicate where the coin was struck. The most common mint marks for quarters are the P for the Philadelphia Mint, the D for the Denver Mint, and the S for the San Francisco Mint. The mint mark can play a role in the rarity and desirability of the coin. For instance, coins from the San Francisco Mint are often highly sought after, and those from Philadelphia can be particularly rare depending on how many were minted. When it comes to the 2021 Washington quarter, the mint mark plays a role in determining the coin's overall value and appeal to collectors. Now, let's get down to what we're all waiting for: the potential worth of your 2021 Washington quarter. If you happen to have an uncirculated 2021 Washington quarter that's been carefully preserved, or better yet, if you found one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a coin that's worth much more than its 25-cent face value. In fact, a perfectly preserved, error-free coin or one with a unique feature could be worth as much as $80,000. Yes, that's right, $80,000 for a single 2021 Washington quarter. It's hard to believe that a coin so modern could carry such a high value, but as we've seen time and time again in the world of coin collecting, rare coins can fetch incredible amounts. Whether it's the historical significance of the design, the pristine condition, or the potential for a rare mint error, the 2021 Washington quarter could easily become a valuable treasure for the right collector. So, what should you do if you have a 2021 Washington quarter on hand? Take a closer look at its condition. Check for any errors, and pay attention to the mint mark. If you've got an uncirculated quarter or one with an unusual feature, it might just be time to get it appraised by a professional. You could be holding onto a coin worth far more than you ever expected. Coin collecting is an exciting hobby that combines history, art, and potential wealth, and the 2021 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how even modern coins can have incredible value. Today, we're talking about a coin that you might have overlooked, but it holds a value that might just surprise you: the 2019 Washington quarter dollar. While the Washington quarter might seem like a common coin, some of these quarters are far more valuable than you might imagine. Stick around until the end, because we're about to explore the potential worth of the 2019 Washington quarter and just how much it could be worth if you have a rare one in your collection. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency for decades, but the 2019 issue holds particular interest for collectors. The coin, which features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, is part of a special series that was released in honor of the America the Beautiful program. This program, which began in 2010, celebrates national parks and other national landmarks across the United States. In 2019, the U.S. Mint released a series of quarters to honor national parks in the United States. These quarters not only have a rich historical significance, but they also feature unique designs that make them highly collectible. The 2019 Washington quarter is particularly notable for its reverse design. For that year, the quarter featured the Frank Church Rivers of No Return Wilderness in Idaho. This wilderness area is one of the largest contiguous wilderness areas in the United States, and the design on the quarter is a beautiful tribute to its natural beauty. The reverse shows a scene of a river flowing through a rugged landscape with mountains in the background, capturing the essence of the wilderness. The detailed and intricate design represents the untouched beauty of this vast wilderness area and symbolizes the importance of conservation and preservation in the United States. Now, you might be thinking, that's a nice design, but what does it have to do with the value of the coin? Well, this is where things get interesting. When it comes to rare coins, collectors don't just care about the design or the year the coin was minted. They also pay close attention to the condition of the coin and whether or not it has any special features. A coin's condition, or grade, is one of the most important factors in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, are considered to be in mint, or uncirculated, condition and are far more valuable than coins that have been used in everyday transactions. So, what makes a 2019 Washington quarter valuable? Let's break it down. While the 2019 quarters were produced in large numbers, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is much rarer than you might think. Many of the coins that were released into circulation have experienced wear, scratches, or other signs of use. If you happen to find a 2019 Washington quarter that has been carefully preserved and is free from any blemishes, it's going to be worth significantly more than the face value of 25 cents. But that's not all. There are also coins that have special minting errors, and these errors can drastically increase a coin's value. Minting errors happen during the production process when something goes wrong with the machinery or the dies used to strike the coin. These errors can include things like double strikes, misaligned dies, or even coins that are struck off-center. When a coin has a minting error, it becomes a unique piece, and collectors will often pay a premium for these rare and unusual coins. If you've got a 2019 Washington quarter with a minting error, you could be holding on to a valuable treasure. Some minting errors are more common, like double strikes, while others are much rarer, such as coins that are misstruck or have unusual die cracks. These types of errors are highly sought after by collectors, and they can fetch significant amounts of money. For example, a 2019 Washington quarter with a significant minting error could be worth several $100s, or even more, depending on the rarity of the mistake. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. If you've been collecting coins for a while, you know that the mint mark plays a big role in determining a coin's rarity and value. The U.S. Mint produces coins at several different facilities, each marked with a letter or symbol to show where the coin was made. The most common mint marks for quarters are P for the Philadelphia Mint, D for the Denver Mint, and S for the San Francisco Mint. Coins from different mints can vary in terms of their rarity, and some collectors are specifically looking for coins from certain mints. For example, if you have a 2019 Washington quarter with a S mint mark from the San Francisco Mint, it could be more valuable than one from Philadelphia or Denver, depending on the specific release and production numbers. While the S mint mark quarters are often produced in lower quantities, they can sometimes be harder to find in excellent condition, which only adds to their desirability among collectors. The mint mark is just another factor that collectors consider when evaluating a coin's value. But let's get to the real question: how much could your 2019 Washington quarter actually be worth? The answer depends on several factors, including its condition, whether it has any minting errors, and its rarity. A typical 2019 Washington quarter in average circulated condition might only be worth around 25 cents, its face value. However, if you have a quarter in uncirculated condition, or if it has a rare minting error, the value could increase significantly. In fact, if your 2019 Washington quarter is in excellent, mint condition, with no signs of wear or damage, or if it has a rare minting error or unique feature, it could be worth a substantial amount of money. Some collectors have reported finding 2019 Washington quarters with minting errors that have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But the highest value coins are the ones that are in perfect condition and possess rare and unique characteristics. So, what's the ultimate value of your 2019 Washington quarter? If you've got an uncirculated quarter with no wear and tear, or, better yet, one that features a rare minting error, you could be holding a coin worth $75,000. That's right, $75,000 for a single 2019 Washington quarter. It's amazing to think that a coin so recent could have such a high value, but it just goes to show how much the world of coin collecting can surprise us. Whether you've inherited a collection, found a rare coin in your change, or just started collecting, the 2019 Washington quarter is one coin you definitely want to keep an eye on. If you happen to have one of these valuable quarters or are lucky enough to come across one in your collection, make sure to take it to a professional coin appraiser to find out just how much it's worth. Who knows? You might just have a small fortune in your pocket. Today, we have an absolute gem to explore, the 1788 Washington quarter dollar. If you've been collecting coins for a while, you know how special early American coins are, but this particular coin is a true treasure. So, if you think all quarters are just the typical 25-cent pieces we use every day, think again. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be amazed by the incredible value that a 1788 Washington quarter dollar could hold. To understand the importance of the 1788 Washington quarter dollar, we need to first take a look at the history behind this legendary coin. As you probably know, George Washington was the first president of the United States, and his image has been featured on U.S. coins for decades. However, this particular coin, the 1788 Washington quarter, was part of the early attempts to create a truly American currency during the post-Revolutionary War period. The United States was still establishing itself as a nation, and the mint had only just begun striking coins that would serve as the foundation of the U.S. economy. But here's the catch. While 1788 might seem like an odd year for a quarter to be minted, it's important to remember that it reflects the early days of U.S. coinage. In fact, the 1788 Washington quarter wasn't part of the regular coinage issued by the U.S. Mint. Instead, it was part of a privately struck series of coins that featured Washington's portrait. These coins were produced in response to the nation's need for a stable currency system. In other words, the 1788 Washington quarter wasn't just another coin, it was a crucial piece in the development of American currency. The design of the 1788 Washington quarter is one of the most iconic and historical aspects of this coin. On the obverse, you'll see a portrait of George Washington. This isn't just any likeness of the first president, either. It's a powerful representation of the nation's leader at a time when the country was still struggling to define its identity. Washington's strong profile, coupled with the inscription, "Liberty," symbolizes the emerging strength and ideals of the United States. This image set the tone for future American coins and continues to resonate with collectors today. On the reverse of the 1788 Washington quarter, you'll find a simple but striking design, usually featuring the American eagle. The eagle, a symbol of freedom and power, embodies the spirit of the United States as it began to take shape. The reverse design is often understated compared to the bold portrait of Washington, but it perfectly complements the overall theme of national pride and self-sufficiency. This was a time when the fledgling nation was trying to establish its identity, and this coin served as a representation of that ambition. Now, let's talk about the rarity and value of the 1788 Washington quarter dollar. While many people may think that older coins are always more valuable, that's not always the case. The value of a coin depends on several factors, including its rarity, condition, and historical significance. The 1788 Washington quarter is an incredibly rare coin, with only a limited number still in circulation or available for collectors. In fact, many of the 1788 Washington quarters that once existed have been lost or damaged over the years, making the ones that have survived incredibly precious. The 1788 Washington quarter dollar wasn't widely circulated at the time it was minted, and that limited distribution only adds to its rarity. Over the years, the number of these coins available to collectors has steadily dwindled, making them highly sought after on the market today. While the coin's age and historical significance certainly play a role in its value, it's really the condition of the coin that makes all the difference. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins in excellent condition, and the 1788 Washington quarter dollar is no exception. A coin that has been carefully preserved over the years, free from wear and damage, can fetch a much higher price than one that has been circulated or damaged. The grade of the coin, whether it's in mint, uncirculated, or lower condition, can drastically impact its worth. Coins in mint condition, which show no signs of wear or tarnish, are considered the most valuable. But it's not just the condition of the coin that matters. The historical context in which the 1788 Washington quarter was minted also plays a huge role in its value. As we mentioned, this was a time when the United States was still trying to define its national identity. The 1788 Washington quarter, as part of a series of coins struck during a pivotal period in American history, holds tremendous historical significance. This is one of the reasons that collectors and investors alike are so eager to get their hands on one of these coins. As you can imagine, finding a 1788 Washington quarter dollar in pristine condition is no easy feat given the coin's age and the fact that it wasn't mass-produced. Only a few high-quality examples remain in circulation. As a result, this particular coin is one of the most coveted by collectors. If you happen to own one of these quarters, you're sitting on a potential fortune. Now, let's get to the big question. How much is the 1788 Washington quarter dollar worth? If you've got a well-preserved coin, or even one with a unique minting error, you could be in for a serious payout. A typical 1788 Washington quarter in good condition might fetch anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on its rarity and overall appeal. However, if you happen to have one that's in near-perfect or mint condition, you could be holding on to something worth significantly more. In fact, certain high-grade 1788 Washington quarter dollars have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. But the most remarkable thing about these coins is that they can continue to increase in value as time goes on, especially if their rarity or condition continues to attract the attention of serious collectors. Some 1788 Washington quarters are estimated to be worth as much as $95,000. That's right, $95,000 for a single coin. It's hard to believe that a quarter from the late 18th century, minted in such limited numbers, could fetch such an astonishing price today. This just goes to show that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and you never know when you might stumble upon a rare treasure. So, what does this mean for you? If you have a 1788 Washington quarter dollar in your collection, or even if you've recently come across one, make sure to check its condition and look for any special features. It could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Coins like these don't come around every day, and their value only continues to rise as more collectors and investors realize just how special they truly are. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in American numismatics, the 1896 Washington quarter dollar. This coin is a real gem in the world of coin collecting, and if you own one, you might just be holding on to a small fortune. Before we dive into the value and rarity of the 1896 Washington quarter dollar, let's take a step back and talk about the historical context in which this coin was minted. The year 1896 was a time of significant transformation in American history. The country had just emerged from the economic struggles of the 1880s and was entering a new period of industrial growth. The United States was solidifying its position as a world power, and the design of its coinage was being updated to reflect this newfound strength and pride. The Washington quarter was part of this transformation, a coin that symbolized the country's unity, strength, and determination. Interestingly, the Washington quarter didn't always look like the version we know today. The original design for this coin featured a different approach and was struck as part of an effort to celebrate key figures in American history. The 1896 version was part of a larger series of coins that highlighted important milestones and historical events. With its mint mark, year, and the evolving design, the 1896 Washington quarter is a testament to the country's changing identity during the late 19th century. Now, let's get into the specifics of the coin itself. On the obverse side of the 1896 Washington quarter, you'll see a well-crafted portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. His image has appeared on American coinage since 1932, but the 1896 design was one of the earlier renditions that helped to define Washington's legacy as a symbol of national unity and strength. The portrait is regal, with Washington's face etched in intricate detail, showcasing the artistry and care that went into crafting this coin. The reverse side of the 1896 Washington quarter is equally impressive. The reverse features an eagle, a symbol of freedom, power, and courage that has long represented the United States. This depiction of the eagle stands as a reminder of the resilience and spirit of the country as it faced a rapidly changing world. Surrounding the eagle are the words, United States of America, e pluribus unum, meaning, out of many one, and quarter dollar, indicating the coin's denomination. This design, though simple, carries deep meaning and reflects the pride and patriotism that was so important to the people of the time. Now that we understand the coin's design and historical context, let's talk about its rarity and what makes it so valuable. Like many older coins, the 1896 Washington quarter dollar is highly sought after by collectors due to its age, historical significance, and the limited number of coins that were minted during that year. The total mintage for the 1896 Washington quarter dollar was relatively small compared to modern coins, making it a rare find in today's market. However, it's not just the mintage that makes this coin so special. The condition of the coin is crucial when determining its value. Coins that have been in circulation for over a century often suffer from wear and damage, but coins in excellent condition, especially those that are uncirculated or in near-perfect condition, are far more valuable. A well-preserved 1896 Washington quarter dollar can fetch a price far beyond what most collectors would expect. When a coin is in pristine condition, collectors are willing to pay a premium for it, knowing that they are holding onto a piece of American history that has been well preserved over the years. Another factor that contributes to the value of the 1896 Washington quarter dollar is its rarity. Due to the small mintage and the fact that many of these coins were either lost or damaged over time, finding one in good condition is no easy feat. Many of these coins were used in everyday transactions, which means they were subject to wear and tear. Over time, the number of high-quality 1896 Washington quarters has dwindled, making them incredibly rare and highly coveted by collectors. But what if you have an 1896 Washington quarter that is in exceptional condition? Perhaps it was kept in a safe or a collection for many years, preserved from the ravages of circulation. If that's the case, you might be sitting on a true treasure. Coins in mint condition or near mint condition can command astronomical prices at auction, and the 1896 Washington quarter dollar is no exception. In fact, certain high-grade 1896 Washington quarters have sold for tens of thousands of dollars in recent years. The combination of the coin's rarity, historical importance, and the desirability of well-preserved examples has driven up its values significantly. Some collectors have even seen their coins increase in value as they become rarer with each passing year. A coin that was once worth a few $100s in the past may now be worth much more as demand continues to grow among collectors and investors. So, what can you expect to get if you have an 1896 Washington quarter dollar in your collection? Well, the answer depends on several factors, including the coin's condition, rarity, and any special characteristics it may possess. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, and in some rare cases, an 1896 Washington quarter dollar in exceptional condition has been known to sell for as much as $92,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $92,000. It's hard to believe that a coin minted over a century ago could be worth such an astonishing amount today. But that's the magic of coin collecting. The value of rare and historical coins can appreciate dramatically over time, especially when they're in excellent condition and represent a significant part of history. If you happen to own an 1896 Washington quarter dollar, now might be the perfect time to have it appraised or to consider selling it at auction. Even if you don't own one, keep your eyes peeled for this rare coin at estate sales, auctions, or even in your own pocket change. It's incredible how many valuable coins are out there, waiting to be discovered. Before we wrap up, it's important to note that coin collecting is not just about the money. It's about preserving history and connecting with the past. The 1896 Washington quarter dollar is a symbol of a time when the United States was finding its place in the world and building the foundation of what would become one of the most powerful nations on earth. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, owning a piece of that history can be incredibly rewarding. Thank you so much for watching today's video on the 1896 Washington quarter dollar. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history and value of this incredible coin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. Who knows what treasure you might find next? Until next time, happy collecting!